Good morning. This is PSY Morning News. This is your favorite news anchor, Cameron Abu speaking. Today we have a topic that digs into an issue that has been around for an extremely long time. This refers to the stigma behind hiring those who are mentally ill and ex-convicts. Stigma refers to negative consequences resulting from labels assigned to individuals or groups based on certain characteristics. Stigmatized individuals such as those with mental illnesses, PMI for short, or criminal justice, CJ, involvement often face significant barriers to employment, which are crucial for mental health recovery and reintegration into the community. Research shows that even when PMI manage their symptoms, they may still encounter employer discrimination. Employers tend to be reluctant to hire individuals with mental illnesses, often questioning their emotional stability and work performance. Similar challenges with CJ histories who experience high unemployment rates post-release. This is exacerbated by employer biases against hiring those with criminal records, further compounded by racial biases. Employers' perceptions were influenced by labels, for example, mentally ill or ex-offender, rather than the applicant's actual skills. Both PMI and CJ involved individuals are less likely to be employed compared to those with physical disabilities or chronic illnesses. Stigma, while a main factor, is not the only barrier to employment for these groups. Other factors include deficits in interpersonal skills, education, and stable work histories. Educational and vocational programs in mental health and correctional settings aim to address these issues, yet employer bias remains a significant hurdle. Research suggests that stigma can be reduced through education and positive personal interactions. Employers with positive experiences hiring PMI are more likely to hire others with similar backgrounds. Studies indicate that brief training highlighting the benefits of employment can improve employer perceptions, although the effect varies. We also have some reporters out on field that ask the public about this topic. Here's what they have to say.
Hi, I'm Trimia Townsend, and I'm here with
Shanann, the People Lead.
Kimberly, the store manager.
and we're here to talk about hiring bias of mentally ill people and people with criminal backgrounds. My first question is, do you think mentally ill people or people with criminal backgrounds should be hired by big job companies such as Walmart?
Walmart does not discriminate on whether you are mentally ill or if you do have a background. Once you're transparent and honest, once you've completed an application, then you submit your background check, and once it clears, that's when we're able to hire. But we do not at store level have the option of selecting whose background is cleared or not. It's a third-party company that we have with Walmart, that partners with Walmart, that allows the background check, and they do a quite thorough background check. But we are able to hire felons and people with mental illness based on their clearance of the background check.
Okay. Also, do you think that there are any misconceptions when it comes to hiring the mentally ill or a person with a criminal background?
No, in a sense, based on, like I said, them being transparent, it's whatever area we are in need of, will that person fit, or will that person be able to perform the job?
Is there anything that can be implemented into Walmart to allow mentally ill people be invited and involved? If not, then will it ever?
Yes, the company currently have a program called Lyra, and it's resources for the associates to give them the support that they're not getting at home or at their doctors. We have psychiatrists online. We have all types of doctors that are able to guide them and help them and give them the support that they need.
Okay. And based on the workplace, are you allowed to hire mentally ill people or people with criminal backgrounds?
So Walmart is, we don't discriminate on any race, gender, sex, whatever. Once you are transparent and you explain to the company, because it's a third-party company that does our background check, once that is cleared, then we are eligible to hire. I know Walmart recently revamped the hiring qualifications for employment, but that allowed more people, especially people with criminal backgrounds, to have a second chance at life. So it is quite important that Walmart be an advocate for us, not former associates and associates, um, applicants to join the workforce.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for answering my questions. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Name, son.
Yes, my name is Bobbert Humphrey.
3 words to describe yourself, son.
3 words to describe myself: adaptive, resilient, and hardworking.
Will you be comfortable working in that kitchen?
Would I be comfortable working in the kitchen? Yes, of course. I'm very qualified in the kitchen and bartending.
Nice.
I once cooked in the White House. I've served for
sweet.
numerous guests. I've chefs for over 10 years.
You the goat.
Yeah.
Any criminal background?
Do I have any criminal history? Unfortunately, yes. I have served some time in prison.
No.
I'm trying to better.
Hell nah, bro.
I'd like to thank our lovely reporter for that helpful interaction. There have been numerous studies to see where this stigma is coming from and what can be done to suppress it. A study conducted by Kaya Asturud illustrates how mental health stigma manifests in hiring processes, with labeling and stereotyping leading to discrimination. Employers' attitudes and behaviors towards candidates with mental illnesses often depend on their past experience and the level of dialogue they establish. Inclusive employers actively engage in empathetic dialogue, creating supportive environments that help destigmatize mental illness and foster positive experiences for employees. Employers play a crucial role in either sustaining or challenging mental health stigma in the workplace. By creating an accepting work environment, they can decrease stigma, benefiting both the organization and employees experiencing mental illness. This study highlights the importance of open communication and empathy in reducing mental health stigma and promoting inclusive hiring practices. The stigma process starts with labeling and stereotyping. During employer interviews, it became evident that people with mental health problems were viewed as a distinct social group with certain attributes. Employers commonly associated mental health challenges with diagnoses such as depression, anxiety, and ADHD. Employers who discriminated often justify their decisions by invoking stereotypes, portraying people with mental illness as fragile, sensitive, and unreliable, which they believe made them unsuitable for certain jobs. On a positive note, a current study aims to further investigate the impact of educational interventions and personal experiences on employer attitudes towards hypothetical job applicants with mental illness and/or criminal justice histories. It hypothesizes that emphasizing the benefits of hiring employers will reduce stigma and improve hiring outcomes for these populations. Participants were required to be 18 or older, fluent in English, and have experience or potential experience in hiring. The study used a combination of self-reported measures and vignettes to assess participants' attitudes and perceptions. Preliminary analyses showed no significant demographic differences between conditions, ensuring a balanced comparison. The study focused on understanding stigma's roles in hiring decisions and evaluating interventions that could foster greater acceptances of PMI and CJ involved individuals as viable job candidates. That wraps up our segment for today. Once again, this was Cameron Abu from PSY News reporting on CCN. Have a nice rest of your day. Thank you.